Next, we're going to talk about air threading machines. We'll go through the B64, L850, L860, and L890. For air threading, let's start with the B64. Place your blue thread second from the right and your red thread at the farthest right. Open your looper cover door and you're going to push the air threader lever to the left. Next, turn your hand wheel until the air threader thread paths engage. You're going to thread your blue thread through the upper looper pre-tension and tension discs. Pull about 20 inches of thread tail and then place the end of the tail in the blue color-coded hole. And then press the air threader button and it'll come through your upper looper eye. And if it doesn't, just pull more thread until the thread pops through the upper looper eye. You can cut that thread tail and you're now going to move on to the lower looper. Follow that same path through the telescoping thread stand and the pre-tension and tension discs. And then you'll pull about 20 inches again and place that in the red hole. Push the air threading button and you can bring in some more thread if you need to until that comes out through the lower looper eye. Bring that thread under the presser foot and use the thread cutter. And then you can disengage the air threader by pushing that knob to the right. And now you're ready to thread your right needle. So with your green thread, bring that up through the telescoping thread stand, down through the pre-tension and tension discs, and then follow the green color-coded guides. Make sure to get that into the thread holder right above the needles. And then you'll just thread the needle front to back. Pull that thread tight and then place the thread under the presser foot and off to the left. And last, you're going to do your left needle. Grab your yellow thread, bring that under the tension, pre-tension and tension discs, and then follow your yellow path. And then you're going to thread the needle front to back. Pull the thread tight, and then bring that thread tail under the presser foot as well. For the L850, raise the presser foot to open your thread tensions. Open your looper cover door. And you're going to activate the air threader by turning the knob to the left and pressing your foot control. This is going to close the air threading pipes, or you can use your hand wheel to do this. And then you're going to thread your upper looper thread through the pre-tension and tension discs. Pull about 20 inches of thread and press the foot control to thread the looper. You're going to push that or let that thread go through the blue color-coded hole. And you're going to do the same thing with the lower looper thread. You can swing your presser foot out to get to those thread tails a little bit easier. Lay them under the presser foot and swing the presser foot back. And then just use your cutter to cut your threads. And then deactivate your air threader by turning that knob to the right. Close your threader cover doors. The threader cover will only close when the air threader is deactivated. So you can go ahead and close that door and your looper cover door. And now you can thread your right and left needle just like we did on the other machines. Now let's look at the L860 and 890 models. For the L890, engage the upper looper for overlock stitches by turning the knob to the right and pressing the foot pedal to bring the looper up. The screen will prompt you to check your rolled hem lever. Make sure it is set to overlock, or O, and your micro thread control should be at 0. Hit the green check mark on your screen and you're ready to begin threading. Open your looper cover doors and activate the air threader by turning the knob to the left. And on these machines, threading order doesn't matter, so we're going to start with the lower looper. Grab your red thread, bring it up through the telescoping thread stand, through the pre-tension and tension discs. Pull about 20 inches of thread and place your thread tail in the red color-coded hole. You're going to push your foot control and it's going to bring your thread out through the lower looper. You're going to do the same process for the upper looper with your blue thread. Again, putting the thread tail into the blue color-coded hole and pressing your foot control until that comes out the upper looper. Make sure to bring your thread tails under your presser foot. And then you're going to thread your right needle, grab your green thread, follow the green color-coded paths. Make sure to hook into the proper thread guide above the needles. You'll find a manual needle threader stored in the threader cover, and this can be really handy to use for threading your needles. And so you're just going to go through the right needle front to back, pull your thread through, and then bring that thread under the presser foot and off to the left. And last, you're going to do your left needle with your yellow thread, so follow the yellow color coding. And then make sure to get into the proper thread guide. And then you'll just thread that left needle front to back, and then bring your thread under the presser foot and off to the left. You can swing your presser foot out if it makes it easier to get in there. And then when you lower your presser foot, it's going to just bring it back into position. Hit the green check to confirm threading. The screen's going to change and it's going to remind you to deactivate the air threader, so you can turn that to the right to do that. And the screen's going to change to the sewing screen view, and your default thread tension, stitch length, and differential feed are all set automatically for you on these machines. So you can close your looper cover and threader cover and you're ready to go.